Hello! That was not a fart. That was my chair. Anyway, greetings, Earthlings. It is CodeBreaker146 here yet again with another video, and today it's going to be my Extreme Rules 2016 pay-per-view review. And today we're going to talk about what I liked, what I didn't like, what was in between, and what not. So let's see how this goes. Hoping I'm trying to make this video under 12-13 minutes, and let's see if I accomplish that. You probably already know, but I do not. So in WWE's version of The Purge, we get kicked off with the Club versus the Usos in a Tornado Tag Team match. Match wasn't that long, pretty short actually. You know, considering that this was a Tornado Tag Team match, you would think that it'd be a longer match, I guess. But for the opener, wasn't that long. And openers don't necessarily need to be that long. They shouldn't be that long. They're supposed to get your blood flowing, get you really hyped up for the rest of the pay-per-view, and then it goes on to like the longer matches, and then you get to the the main or the mid-card, section of it, and that main event, and then like the second-hour main event, then the main event itself, which, the one that goes on last, obviously. So, I mean, this match was solid. It was okay, a little back and forth. Usos got a lot of advantage, and then the Club kind of, stabilized that, and they got rid of one of the Usos, and the Club hit their finishers and big moves, and then the Club went on their way. Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson get the dub here, and fine with it, solid, okay, and the Club, hopefully this is the end, which it probably is, because AJ Styles and Roman Reigns is pretty much gone, bye-bye. So that's fine with me. That's totally fine with me that this feud is ending, and I do not want to see this match ever again, or at least for a very, 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 oh my god, very long time. United States Championship match was up next, Kalisto versus Rusev. Kalisto and Rusev, luckily Kalisto's championship pre-show title reign is, come to an end, but, I think they could have done a lot of cool things with the United States Championship and Kalisto being one. I think they could have done something really interesting and having some awesome little matches with Kalisto, but unfortunately they did not. They had a lot of chances to capitalize on some things they could have done with Kalisto to try to make him a big deal, but they did not, unfortunately. I mean, he beat Ryback twice in a row, and then, he had a little mini feud with he had a feud with Del Rio, and then he just moved into Rusev. And it's sad what happened to Kalisto's reign, but I'm really excited that Rusev is the United States Champion again. The match was booked perfectly with Rusev's intensity, and he looked like a Bulgarian brute. He looked the Rusev that we've seen in the past, and the Rusev that we should have seen before he got buried by John Cena. And Rusev, was going after the midsection, the back, the whole entire match, pushed Kalisto off. Kalisto took a heck of a bump on the apron, and Kalisto got really messed up. And the referees are attending to him, and Rusev says, no, F that. Rusev puts him in the accolade, a vicious accolade, and Kalisto has no choice to tap out. He's got him folded up like an accordion, and that was great. Rusev is the new United States Champion. I'm excited, but not for long until he bitches out to John Cena in probably 2 months flat, maybe, I don't know. Then next was the New Day versus the Vaudevillians in WWE Tag Team title match. Once again, another short tag match on this show. New Day got the win here. I love Big E's from before. Since we're in the Garden State, we're going to put some hose in the ground, and he had to hose. Gardening tools, by the way. So, yeah, Simon Gotch and Aiden English. I like the Vaudevillains. Some people don't like them, which I don't understand that, but good stuff between these guys, between these two teams. And I don't know what the New Day's got plans. I don't know what WWE's got plans for the New Day next. I have no idea who they're going to face. Obviously, a big Cass and Enzo Amore tag title match is down the line, possibly a SummerSlam, which is Money in the Bank, Battleground, and then SummerSlam anyway. So not that much longer for the New Day to hold the tag team championships until they lose them. That'll almost cap off their year-long reign. So I'm looking forward to who the New Day has to face next, because there's some other tag teams that are in the division. I honestly have no idea who they're going to face, to be honest. The Club, possibly, but then the Club I don't necessarily want them to lose, and I don't want the New Day to lose, so I don't know, but I'm glad the New Day won here. Short match, and yeah, not much really I can say about this, but the first 3 matches, right winners. Then the next was the Fatal 4-Way for the Intercontinental Championship match. The Miz, Cesaro, Sami Zayn, and Kevin Owens. Miz is the squirmy heel. He's the guy that plays his cards just right for him to become champion, and he's that heel that you hate. And then you got Cesaro. You got the strong, brute 5-tool player, the guy that can do it all, the guy that's hella athletic. And then you got Sami Zayn, the underdog story, the guy that comes up this short every time, and you want him to get the W. And he just it always seems to slip out of his fingers, and he's a great worker. He's that, he's that Daniel Bryan type, if you will. And then there's Kevin Owens, who's that guy you love to hate, the guy who's respected, he's loved, he's hated, either way. And Kevin Owens, just a fantastic heel, and he's always the one that's bullying somebody, whether it's Sami Zayn, and he feels like he's in a league of his own, and all these guys have these roles that I just described, and they played them so perfectly in this match. The Miz had a great, whether you like him or not, whether you think he's a great wrestler or not, The Miz stood his own in this match, and he did a really good job. Cesaro, there's nothing I can say about Cesaro, Sami Zayn, and Kevin Owens that you haven't heard already. These guys are just fantastic. And this match was really good. Lots of good sequences here. They didn't keep it to a revolving door Fatal 4-Way, because a lot of Fatal 4-Ways and triple threats and multi-man matches get kind of lost when it comes down to being a revolving door. A revolving door basically is where there's 2 guys in the ring, or there's 4 guys scheduled in the match, and there's normally just 2 guys in the ring, and there's always one person going out, so these 2 can face off. There's always, just 2 going out each time, and then another one going out, and another one going out, and one coming in. It's kind of like that, and I don't really like that. It's good for some situations, but rarely, any time, on any occasion, it's not good, basically. So, this match wasn't really revolving Dory. Finding Dory is coming out in June, I believe, so that's going to be interesting. But nonetheless, I'm getting off topic, off track. Let's go ahead and get back. Put the train right back on there. And, yeah, so good stuff here from these 4 guys. I don't want to necessarily go in the spots because it feels like, I'm just basically repeating what happened in the match. But let's go ahead and get down to the finishing sequence. Sami Zayn hits the haluva kick on Cesaro. Kevin Owens, being the heel that he is, just like he did at NXT TakeOver Revolution, snagged Sami Zayn out of the ring. And Sami Zayn got a little overzealous. You know what I mean? He wanted to attack Kevin Owens, and that gave just enough time for The Miz. That squirmy heel that I talked about just about a minute ago got in the ring and stole the W, and he is still your Intercontinental Champion. I'm happy about it. I have no problem with it, and I know Sami Zayn's going to win the championship, and they shouldn't have had Sami Zayn win the title, because Sami Zayn's main gimmick is he's the underdog. He is the man who comes up short, and they ran that angle so damn good at NXT. If they do it half as good, or if they do it as good or even better here in the WWE on the main roster, and that's going to be fantastic. And this Sami Zayn Kevin Owens rivalry is going to continue and continue, hopefully going to blow off at SummerSlam. But I have no problem with watching this for another 3 months until August. I have no problem with it whatsoever. And then after this we had, you're wondering where Cesaro goes, where Miz goes, and maybe these guys, all 4 of them, get launched into a Money in the Bank ladder match, because Money in the Bank is coming up in 4 weeks. You got maybe add AJ Styles, Dean Ambrose, Sheamus, Del Rio, and you got yourselves an 8-man Money in the Bank ladder match right there. So we'll have to wait and see, but this match was really good, and I was happy with the winner, and I'm satisfied, and I'm looking forward to seeing what segments are going to be involved in on Raw tonight. Next was the Asylum match. Jericho and Ambrose. It was a PG steel cage match. Let's be honest. Besides the finish and all the fireworks and explosions and whatnot, and all these little spots that they did here and there, it wasn't that. It wasn't that great. People might overrate this match because it's Dean Ambrose and Chris Jericho, and Dean Ambrose jumped off the cage, but it wasn't that great. Let's be real, guys. It should have been balls to the wall, slow it down, and then balls to the wall to the finish. It shouldn't have been slow, monotonous. And by the way, this match was hella long. Like, besides Roman Reigns and AJ Styles, this match I think was the second longest match of the night, and then the Fatal 4-Way followed soon after. But Jesus almighty, like, this match did not need to be that long. They were going to do it that long, then have them go hard. Have them go hard for the first 10 minutes, slow it down for the last 10. You know what I mean? Or maybe even 5 or 6, and then wrap it up, big finish for the last 5 minutes of the match, possibly. I don't know. There were some cool moments in the match, like the Ambrose elbow drop, and, the thumbtacks that were utilized, which Ambrose should be doing anyway. And, some of that stuff was cool, but the rest was just kind of hokey and corny, and I didn't really care for it that much, and it was alright. As you all know, I'm not that big of a fan of Dean Ambrose anyway, so I don't know. I'm glad this. I love the build up to this feud. This feud was perfectly built up, and I think the Ambrose is a great talent. It's just, whatever, you know what I mean? I don't know, but I just didn't really care for this match that much. The thumbtack thing was cool. I give props to Chris Jericho for taking that bump for the age that he's at. And these guys, they did their best, I felt, but it just they needed to have something else in this match, and it just wasn't that way. Next, submission match for the Women's Championship, Charlotte and Natalya. So Charlotte, she has won the Women's Championship, and she is a Women's Champion. She beat Sasha Banks. She beat Becky Lynch. WrestleMania, all is well and ends well. Then she's, with the help of Ric Flair. Then the Chicago Screwjob. I'm like, all right. Now Ric Flair's banned from ringside. Charlotte's going to hold her on. She's going to prove her dominance. She's going to show everybody what she's worth. She's going to make Natalya tap out on a big stage and retain her championship. And then eventually she'll face another woman, probably Paige for the 15,000th time. And then they'll go into Sasha Banks' program at Battleground and SummerSlam, right? No. See, what happened was this match really wasn't a submission match. There was some submissions applied, but Dana Brooke came down, and I'm perfectly fine with Dana Brooke being there. Dana Brooke is basically just a lackey. She was going to be her and Emma were going to be tight, and then Emma had back surgery and whatnot. But then, I don't know. If they run with it the right way, and they make Becky Lynch, or they make Dana Brooke and Charlotte, like a couple to some degree, and then have Dana Brooke, turn on Charlotte at an eventual stage, maybe making Dana Brooke the babyface. She works better as a heel, personally, but I don't know if you want to make Charlotte a babyface, which she can be, but I don't know. We'll have to wait and see how the storyline plays out. But then, so you got the distraction on Natalya, and then and then all of a sudden, Natalya's got the knee pains where she taps out almost on instinct because of a distraction. She was saying no, the 5 minutes ago, and I know she worked on the leg and whatnot, but just how ironic and how much of a coincidence it is. Once when Dana Brooke shows up to provide a distraction, Natalya taps out to Charlotte. Wonderful. But whatever. Then Ric Flair came out, and then Dana Brooke proceeds to do the worst Ric Flair strut impersonation of all time. And by the way, 12 minutes has just passed, so I did not accomplish that. I did a review earlier in the day that got ruined because I stumbled on a word so bad, and normally I don't never really do that, but it did not need to be aired, to say the least. And so I got to this point, and I never got to really talk about it in my Extreme Rules match, so this is fresh. This is off the dome up here. And now we're about to talk about Roman Reigns and AJ Styles. Oh my ass. What a great, fantastic match these guys put on. You thought the one at Payback was really good? Oh man. No. You have not seen anything yet, buddy. Roman Reigns and AJ Styles were fantastic in this match. And it was a slow start, slow burn. But eventually it got really good when they went out to the audience and the crowd. And lots of good stuff that they had going on. And I always dislike when guys are able to get up from a lot of things, Super Cena, for example, but, when Roman Reigns is kicking out of two Styles clashes, I'm like, alright, tone it down a little bit. That is his finisher, you know what I mean? The phenomenal forearm. I don't know. They never really specify if that's his finisher or the calf crusher. I have no idea. And AJ Styles, he's not innocent in this as well. He got up from a lot of stuff. I think he went through a couple tables at least, and he got a couple Superman punches and a couple super kicks and a splash from the Usos. So AJ Styles got up from a lot too, so he's not innocent at all. But I don't know. I just wish they would have toned that down a little bit. I mean, it was a finisher fest at Payback for the finishing sequence. This one kind of toned it down, and there was a lot of interference in the last match. And they toned it down just a little bit here, and they kind of controlled it, and they worked on their problems from the last match and made it better for this match. And this was a really good way to end a feud. I'm glad that the Bullet Club, Anderson and Gallows, did not turn on AJ Styles. I think that's going to happen tonight on Raw. And currently it is 6:45. By the time this video is up, it'll be 7:30-ish. Well, it won't be. Depends on when I upload and get a shower. I don't know. That has nothing to do with this review, and that has nothing to do with you. But nonetheless, where was I at? But that'll probably happen. I'm glad they didn't do that here on the pay-per-view because it had an awesome moment afterwards that was well worth it Jesus. Oh boy, we got back to the last review. It's okay though. I'm going to continue this. I've been doing this way too long. Roman Reigns hits a an amazing spear when AJ Styles goes for the AJ Styles should just stop using the phenomenal form, because at WrestleMania he got a code breaker in midair, and then he effed himself over at Payback, and it's always like the ending. Like if this was Randy Orton, he'd get RKO like 4 times at going for the phenomenal forearm. So AJ Styles, be careful when you use it, buddy. Roman Reigns, awesome spear, awesome way to end the match. I hate that Roman Reigns basically just killed Anderson and Gallows, but it's whatever. They're not really a big deal at this point, because he's not treating them like a big deal, so why should I even care at this point? But AJ Styles and Roman Reigns, great match. Afterwards, Roman Reigns is holding up that championship, and I already had a feeling that something was going to happen, something, shaky, just the way they didn't close it out and have a Camp WWE little advertisement at the end, like right when Roman Reigns won the championship, like they did at Payback. Because Seth Rollins came back, my boy Seth Rollins, my main mandible, my N-word Seth Rollins, absolutely crushed it. He crushed it. He pedigreed Roman Reigns in the middle of that ring, and he held up his championship and put it back down there. Huge ass reaction for him. I'm looking forward to see my man Seth Rollins and his voice and his fake laugh. I am so excited to see Seth Rollins on Raw. Seth Rollins, he was one piece that I missed so dearly at WrestleMania 32, and I have missed this man since November, and it's such an awesome thing to have Seth Rollins come back. I was very excited when I saw Seth Rollins' face, and I can't wait till him and Roman Reigns have the match. Hopefully Roman Reigns doesn't die of a heart attack, or Seth Rollins doesn't get in a car crash, because if that's the case, we're never going to get this match. But Jesus almighty, we might actually get the match that we wanted to see, because they tried to do it at Night of Champions 2014, didn't work out. Tried to do it at Survivor Series 2015, did not work out. So I'm really looking forward to this. This match is going to be carrying over from here to Battleground. If they even add Dean Ambrose, we got ourselves a Shield triple threat, and I'm really looking forward to it. So let's just say I'm excited about Raw tonight, and I'm excited about the future of WWE, because the future is here. My man Seth Rollins is back. He's probably going to job out to Roman Reigns, but that don't matter. Maybe Dean Ambrose wins the Money in the Bank ladder match, and maybe Dean Ambrose cashes in mid-match, or maybe cashes in after the match when Roman Reigns is won, or something like that, some screwy finish. Maybe Seth Rollins, I don't know, but I'm excited. I'm really looking forward to it. One thing about the Green Lantern shirt, just got it. Yeah, just final thoughts, rundown. Easy show to kind of sit through besides the Asylum match and the submission match. It's a good, solid pay-per-view. WWE did what they needed to do here. Wonderful main event, awesome Fatal 4-Way, and there was good booking decisions. So I'm happy about it. Good pay-per-view, and hopefully we continue that success going into Money in the Bank. Leave a like if you like this video, if you want to show support. Either one doesn't really, it works for me, it works for you, whatever. Leave a comment what you thought about Extreme Rules. Guys, discussion is key. My channel is basically a video, and the comment section is the forum. Mine is basically kind of setting up the talking that I want to do with you guys later. So hopefully we can chat about Extreme Rules and what you thought about it and whatnot. And then there you go. Why the lighting is very strange. There we go. Anyway, subscribe if you haven't already. If you are subscribed already, I appreciate that, and I appreciate you. We're at 939 subscribers. We are on our way to 1K. And that's my new slogan for the summer. I've only got one more week of school, and then I will become a junior in high school, and I am absolutely looking forward to it. I got exams, and my math teacher is giving me trigonometry that I'm not liking at the moment. Sine, cosine, sine, cosine, cosine, sine, sine, sine. Anyway, that was really random. We got to end this video before I continue talking about random stuff like Captain America Civil War or, something like that. But yeah, I've gotten way off topic, but if you like what you see here and you want to see more, hit that subscribe button, because more cool content is going to be coming in the future. WrestleMania 30 Day in the Life. Now that we've got past the pre-show even more. And speaking of the pre-show Day in the Life, make sure you click on that video. Show that video some love. Leave a like on that video. Watch that video. It's a really fun video on the pre-show and whatnot. So there you go. Love you guys, and I will see you later.